Hi everyone, today I wanted to talk about preparing yourself mentally for your mediation. So you've got your notes made, you know exactly what you're going to be talking about, you know what your position is on each topic. You're going to be a tiger in there. You know that you're not going to back down, you're going to ask for what you want, you're going to stay strong, and no matter what, you're going to win. So I wanted to say, hold on, tiger. So remember, going into that mediation, you both have strong emotions. There could be some anger, there could be some bitterness, anxiety, all kinds of emotions that can be negative going into this negotiation. And so you are going to have a filter on that has all of those emotions as well as that tiger emotion wanting to win everything. And so you want to think through that saying, you catch more bees with honey. And it's true everywhere, including in a mediation. So imagine on the one hand what I talked about just a minute ago, going in there with a no nonsense attitude. I'm going to win what I want. I don't care what you say. I'm in here to win it and that's it, versus catching more bees with honey. So take a breath and think about, if you go in there very calmly, calm, cool, and collected, and I'm not saying that you're going to back down necessarily, but when you speak with your ex or soon-to-be ex, you're speaking with them with an air of respect. You're speaking calmly, rationally. While you have your position and you know what it is you want, and you've come into that mediation prepared, having a few different options that you're willing to accept, you want to talk to them in a calm manner, because ultimately in this mediation, one of the greatest parts of this mediation is you guys get to talk to each other constructively. You get to think through different options that may work for you, and you get to do that in a positive manner without all this adversarial stuff that can happen if you're in the court. So why would you go into that mediation like a tiger and ready to pounce? Doesn't make sense. Kind of defeats the purpose of going into a mediation where what you're trying to achieve is a win-win scenario, meaning that you each come up with a position that you can live with, and it's not that bad. It's not nearly as bad as what could happen in court. And at the end of the day, hopefully you both come out reasonably happy. In order to do that, you have to not push each other's buttons. And having been married to this person, you know exactly how to push those buttons, and the same goes for them. They know how to push your buttons. What you're trying to do is not do that while you're in the mediation, because you want as much cooperation from the other party as possible. So if you're in a really heated debate or discussion, don't be afraid to take a time out. Go out of the room, take a few breaths, collect yourself again, and then get back to that conversation, but from a calmer place. And I would suggest you could suggest that to them. If they're getting all heated and the discussion is going nowhere, take a minute and breathe. Because when cooler heads prevail, it's amazing what you guys can come up with when you're not acting out of negativity. So knowing how to push their buttons and knowing how not to push their buttons is really a great strategy. And again, it doesn't mean that you're going to back down in your position. What it means is you're going to go after that position in a way that you think that they will be most receptive. So if that means that you are biting your tongue, or it means that you are staying particularly calm in a conversation that you wouldn't normally necessarily be calm in, you should do it. Similarly, if you know that something's really going to get their back up, think through how you can approach that conversation to reduce the negativity coming from them. And it might mean if they see you approaching something really calmly that you might not normally do, you might actually completely throw off their game. And not only might they be thrown off and be willing to accept a few more things that you thought they might not accept, but maybe they will respond in kind. Maybe they will also approach you in a calm way, and maybe that conversation that you were worried about becomes something completely positive that you weren't expecting. Maybe the outcome is so much better than you were expecting because you guys didn't have your backs up. And why? You didn't have your backs up because you weren't really threatening each other in the way that you were speaking to each other. And you weren't threatening each other in the way that you were asking for the different things that you wanted. Instead, you're having a calm, rational, mature discussion with this person that you've lived your life with for many years, with this person you may have children with, who is still going to be the parent of those children, who you still need to deal with as those children get older. And what you're accomplishing is not only being able to speak to each other in a calm manner and hopefully get an agreement that you might otherwise have thought was not possible, but what you're doing is you're also promoting a constructive relationship even beyond the mediation. Because once you get that settlement done, you will be so much happier that it's done, and now you can focus on what's important. You can focus on your life, moving forward positively, and raising these beautiful children that you created without having all this negativity, because you cooperated in that mediation. My name is Neelam Dahl. My company is called Simple Solutions Mediation. Have a great day.